So you started getting to the gym, you started working out, you started maybe eating better, trying to improve your looks, stuff like that. That basic physical self improvement. But what's next? What's after? Okay, I'm in the gym. I'm consistent with that. I'm eating a little better. What do I do now? We're not the only ones saying that because I feel like most people who start self improvement start through going to this gym and like they start with the gym and then they get into the mental and spiritual aspects, which is what this video is about, right? So we're good with the gym. We're good physically. What we're going to start improving now is our mental and spiritual health. So this is really quick, just like 3 habits that I do that improve myself in these aspects. The first one, and I would like to give advice real quick, make a habit tracker. A video for that. I mean, you can kind of decode it yourself. Just look at it for a couple seconds. The top letters are the habits, just like abbreviated, and then the numbers are the dates. But yeah, just make a habit tracker and start with like 3 to 5 habits or 1 to 5 habits. Start with that, right? Because if you go over that, I feel like it's gonna get overwhelming and stuff. So start small, right? That's a good thing to have, a good thing to do. Start small. So the first habit that I want to give you is probably the most like fundamental, one of the most fundamental ones that I have, which is gratitude journaling. Where's mine at? So, oh shoot, this is mine right here. Star Wars. I have about probably a year and a half just of writing and crap. You know what I'm saying? Like I've written this much. How do I show you this well? This side right here is everything that I've written down, all pages, right? And it's just very simple. Just write what you're grateful for, or just like what's going on in your life. Journaling, right? That's just it's so fundamental because I've built so many of my habits through journaling, like by stacking them and stuff like that. That it's a really good habit. It's really easy to get consistent with, and it helps you a lot mentally. The second thing is self-education, right? I'm not as much into this now. I'm more doing YouTube and just reading the Bible and stuff like that. But self-education, like this is what I'm doing right now. Can't hurt me. Book about like discipline and stuff like that. I mean, I'm sure you heard of it before, but self-education where you're just building your knowledge of specific skills that you want to have, right? So I want to be more disciplined. I want to have a stronger will, right? So I read the book, right? I wanted to learn how to talk to people or how to actually like do it better and just like how to sell stuff like that. So I have a bunch of those books over there. Actually, let me get you some real quick. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Okay, it's fine. So here are 4 books that I really like. The first one, probably the best one that I've had is how I learned this crap, right? Atomic Habits. This is a book on how to build habits. It's pretty simple. I have a video for that as well. Check that out. But pretty much just make it as quick to complete as possible. Make it hard to make it have like a big reward for you. And what's the other one? Make it easy to do. I'm pretty sure those are the 4 things. If you can do that, it's really easy to build a habit. Highly suggest getting the book because I explained it terribly just now. There's a lot more in the book, and reading it probably just helps you remember it better. But yeah, that's that first book. Second book that I really like. Well, actually, maybe we do this one. Is this book right here? This was the first book I ever read for self-improvement. $100 Million Offers by Alex Hormozy. It just taught me how to sell crap, like the thinking behind it and stuff like that. I have to read up on it because I probably forgot a decent amount of it. But yeah, really good book. I can't remember. Like I remember the stuff inside the book. I don't remember where it came from though. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember principles, but I don't remember when did I learn this from? You know what I'm saying? So I can't quote exactly what's in that book, but I can like remember, the stuff from it, just not on like command like that. The third book I really like is Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. It's not really a book; it's more of his journal, and it kind of just like helped me see into the view of somebody else who was on self improvement and just like how he thought of stuff. It's a nice book if you want to like get self improvement like super into your mind, like you're always thinking about it, because this is like it's like talking to somebody who's on self improvement, and if you read it for like 30 minutes, I don't know, it just kind of builds like self improvement even deeper into like your subconscious and crap like that. It's just a really good book if you want to deepen your focus on self improvement. And this book, Expert Secrets, again, really good book. I haven't read it in a little while. Expert Secrets and .com Secrets, I remember being pretty good. There's a whole like secrets line by Russell Brunson. He was some funnel hacker guy. But yeah, those 4 books, I really like them. Maybe that's just me though. Maybe you don't want to improve in those areas. But yeah, those are 4 books I recommend. So just get a habit. I call it, like, I just put R for reading. Just a habit that gets you to start like learning stuff that you're, what's the word for it? help you start learning stuff that you're interested in. The third and most important habit out of these three is the spiritual habit, right? How to improve your spiritual improvement. Because those were mental improvement. But this is the spiritual habit, right? Reading the Bible. This is the most important habit, like I said, because it involves after you die. You know what I'm saying? So I highly advise, please read the book of John. That's how I started reading Genesis, then John, then Revelations, then back to John, and then I read the New Testament, and then I'm reading the Old Testament right now. But I would just say start with the book of John. Either start with Genesis or start with John. And if you start with Genesis, I'd jump to John so that you have both Old and New Testament. But I'm not a scholar on that crap, so don't treat it like it's law or anything, right? But that's how I started. I read Genesis, then John. Personally, that's how I liked it. For me, God has really just helped me so much. He's helped me grow a lot. He's helped me be more solid in my control and in my emotions and stuff like that. He's blessed me so much. So that is the most important habit that you could have. Reading the Bible, having a connection with God. That's the best thing, and that's the thing that I advise you to do the most. But yeah, that's all I got. If you're getting into the gym, once you've done that, do those habits, okay? Because you'll get the physical improvement, but spiritual and mental improvement are probably, it goes spiritual, mental, and then physical. Those are the levels of improvement in terms of importance, right? So really get on that grind when it comes to mental and spiritual improvement. And yeah, that's all I got. If you want to learn how to be saved, like the spiritual improvement right here. If you want to learn how to start self-improvement, video here. That's all I got. Thank you for watching. Praise God.